No matter how fast the water is, I could park a boat in there and not have to row.
How long you been on the water?
Uh, I floated this before they finished the dam back in 61, 62. And then we started guiding in the early 80s, late 70s.
What are your favorite memories on the river?
There's way too many of them. You know, a lot of the fun things are like when we were really young. We kind of guessed that Terry and I were probably throwing rocks at each other across the river from each other, not knowing each other, you know. But there's days when the fishing is just so tremendous that it makes everybody a good guide. And then there's those other days. But people we've had, you know, a lot of different kind of people, every walk of life there is. A lot of really fun ones, a lot of very tough ones. Yeah, so many years now that there's all kinds of memories of guys who are gone. Went in a lot of different ways, plane crashes, you know, illnesses. But always a new crop out there.
What would be the most important thing? What story that you'd want to leave with the children?
I want to miss that rock right there. We did it. It's really just that we were kind of the stewards of the river. Kind of kept it pristine and beautiful. We do, you know, river cleanups every year, and we always have. Everybody gets together and, you know, floats the river and cleans up all the debris that gets blown out of boats, or boats get sunk or something like that. And a lot of the regulations on the river are due to the guides and helped along by the guides. So I think that's the kind of legacy that, you know, we all like to give.
What are some of your worst times on the river?
Wind. Let's see, I guided one time at 20 below on January 1st. Two guys from Casper. That was a nasty day. But we caught a lot of fish.
Did you?
Yeah. And the wind didn't blow, so that made it a lot easier. And then, oh boy. Wind, I remember a sustained wind of 95 miles an hour most of the day, and you couldn't even fish. We hid behind rocks and told stories, and that was it. And then this is a windy river, so we always expect it to blow, you know, like today, and a lot harder than today. But I think the windy days creates more problems than anything else, because if I was out trying to guide today, I'd be so frustrated because this downstream wind would just blow all the flies off the water that are coming up. And we're seeing fish trying to come up to them, but not really as many as there should be. I always called this the Paradise Alley right here. It was such a great area. We're coming to one of the most popular the days you get no wind, you know, a little bit of precipitation, and the mayflies come up so heavy, and there might be fish, you know, every foot on the river coming up, and it just really makes things a lot of fun. And you see, you know, different days and different hatches. You know, sometimes a Mormon cricket gets on the river and the fish go wild for that. And the flies you use are like throwing a car out there after them. And the rises to them are incredible. I had one of my greatest streamer days right through here with Mark Nilsson, who's with us. We did catch a fish all day long and decided to put a streamer on right here. And I'll bet we caught over 100 fish by the time we hit the bottom, the dock. We couldn't make a cast without a hit or a fish on. It was pretty incredible. That's not catching fish, guys. You look like you're asleep. Joking.
How old were you when you first came on the river?
About 15. And that's when they were building the dam. 1961, 62.
Did you come in as a dam worker, or did you?
No. I just watched them. We were up here fishing. My dad was a heavy fisherman. It's kind of the way that most of the guides are around here. They got into it at a very young age. You know, me, I was fishing before I could walk. And, you know, about everybody else could say the same thing, that I was a guide here.
I mean, being on this river when it's snowing is probably one of the, it's magic, it's mesmerizing. I mean, the whole canyon changes, becomes angry, looks at you, and I mean, it snows, the wind blows, and then it quits. And the amazing thing that happens when that goes on is then we get a hatch of bugs, and the fish come up and they start eating. I remember I used to tell my customers, I think we'll not go today because it's too cold and stormy. And I said, like hell, you're going fishing. And it would be their best day of fishing they've ever experienced. Some of the nastiest weather that they'd ever been in, but really exciting stuff. And I love the winter fishing. I love the spring fishing because you never know what you're going to get with the weather. And when it turns on, it is really fun. That's about it.